You ever been to a wedding and right when the dance floor is packed and the DJ changes a song, the whole room freezes for a second. Everyone hesitates. No one's sure whether to keep dancing or to sit it out. That was the housing market in March. But if you understand what actually happened, you'll realize that hesitation wasn't a warning, it was an opportunity. Stick around until the end because I'm going to walk you through the one move buyers and investors are making right now that could change everything this summer. So let's break it down. Existing home sales and the first misstep. March existing home sales fell about 5.9%. Let's just call it 6, way more than anyone expected. At first glance, well, it looks bad. Dig deeper, it's about inventory and not demand. Buyers are still out there. There just aren't enough homes. Even with inventory rising to 1.3 million units, we're still short by about 3 million compared to pre-pandemic normals. The music didn't stop. The floor just got smaller. Now, if you're out there hoping prices are going to crash while you're dancing to a song that's already over. Scene 2. New homes take the lead, but not without a stumble. Meanwhile, new home sales jumped 7.4% in March. Well, this is a bright spot. Builders are working overtime to meet demand. But there's a problem. Of the 503,000 new homes available, only about 119,000 are actually move-in ready, while the rest, well, they're still blueprints and construction sites. It's like buying a concert ticket for a show 6 months from now. You have to believe the performance will happen, and that will be worth the wait. The good news, builders are offering serious incentives right now. Buy downs, closing cost help, upgrades, and if you know how to structure the deal, well, you could catch the front row seats. Scene 3, the Fed changes the tempo. Behind the scenes, the Federal Reserve Beige book, that's the book that the Fed publishes, told a whole different story. Businesses are freezing hiring. Travel is slowing. Consumer spending is starting to flicker. Tariffs show up 107 times in the Fed's notes, more than double last quarter. That's not just noise, it's fear. And when the Fed gets nervous, rate hikes usually pause, sometimes even reverse. And if you're paying attention, this is a prelude to opportunity. The question isn't whether rates will drop tomorrow, it's whether you're ready when the beat changes. Scene 4, jobs and momentum. Let's read the crowd. On the surface, the job market still looks strong. Look, low new unemployment claims, but underneath, continuing claims. People staying unemployed longer are stuck above 1.8 million. Companies aren't panicking. They're just hiring slower, spending slower. The dance floor is not empty yet. It's just a lot tighter. And that tighter rhythm favors buyers who are prepared and not panicked. Scene 5. The technical picture. Let's break through the resistance. Mortgage bonds, the slight movers behind interest rates, broke through 3 major resistance levels: the 25-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and even the 200-day moving average. Think of it like a dancer breaking out of the pack and clearing the floor. There's now open space ahead. If economic data continues cooling, mortgage rates could quietly start slipping lower later this year. No flashing lights, no loud headlines, just momentum if you know where to look. And the final scene is the buyer's waltz, and that's your next move. So what do you actually do with all this information? Well, here's the truth. Markets will shift. Rates, they're going to bounce around. Inventory rises and falls. But the people who win, they don't try to outguess the music. They move with it. Right now, winning looks like structuring lower starting payments with temporary buydowns, using builder incentives while they last, locking early with flexible refinance plans, keeping liquidity for opportunity, and not waiting for perfection. Because here's the thing, just like in La La Land, the dream doesn't fade when the song changes. It only fades when you stop dancing. You don't have to dance perfectly. You just have to stay on the floor. You have to stay long enough to catch your moment.